Why do you think older women are afraid to start something new like you did with your comedy career and going down a new
Well,
path?
and when I got started, I was 32 and had 3 babies. I've been doing it 20 years. So, and that's old to get into comedy, really. But women my age now, I'm 55. If they are scared, I don't see a lot of people scared. I see a lot of people, and maybe during this pandemic, something's changed people, or our society has changed people, but I see a lot of women my age doing new things and going for it, and taking on a whole new career. And I feel like more and more people are doing that. And if they're not doing that, I mean, oh, I just want to say to them, I wish I could hold them on my lap, rock them, and go, you know what? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And if that means, you've been at home with children and you've raised them and they're gone and you're scared to go back out in the workforce, go to work at Target and put bedding up on the thing. Everything leads to something else.
Yeah. And everything leads to something good. I mean, that's the other thing is I've started that mantra in my life where I think when I was younger, more afraid of things. I'm not as afraid of things as I used to be. That's one of the things I think about being older and being in my 50s is a privilege. But my new mantra is everything leads to some good. So even if it's a hard time or something sad, you get past it, there's something better. And if it's good, then stay on it. It's going to keep doing well. But that's me focusing on me, where before I was kind of worried about what other people think and worried what other people, and now I don't care about that as much.
Yeah. I think when you turn me at 50, and I've got a bit about it in my act, I don't care. Like things that, people in my voices and women in the carpool and all that mess, I don't care. I'm going to do what I got to do. I can't listen to that. And I think, and my mama said to me, I've got a very wise little mama. Years ago, my sister and I, honey, we hot rolled our hair in the 80s, and we cared about how we looked, and we didn't concentrate on school, and we were very much into how we looked and all that. And we were like, oh my gosh, so-and-so's talking about me. And mama said, I hate to tell y'all, but nobody cares. She, people have got their own thing going on, their own thing. They're not sitting there thinking about y'all. And that always hit me. I thought, people really do have their own crap, and they're not focused on me. If they are focused on me, bless their hearts, because they ought to be focused on themselves. But like you were saying, everything leads to something else. And sometimes I'll go and speak at classes at the University of Tennessee, where I graduated from, and they are darling.
Me too. Me too. Oh my God.
You did?
I did. I went to the University of Tennessee. I graduated.
Telling y'all are lost sisters.
I'm telling you, I graduated from the College of Communication in 1992.
Well, you don't. My middle child just got her degree in communications from UT. Dr. Hahn.
Yes, yes.
Loved him. Well, I was no, that's all right. You may have seen me smoking cigarettes behind a dumpster in the early 90s. But they get me to go and speak to kids in human ecology, because my degree is in child and family studies and crisis intervention. And so they get me to go and talk to these kids that are doing internships, and they're scared out of their minds. And they think the first job they have out of college is going to be the only job they have. And, they're just scared out of their mind. And they said, Leanne, you need to go in and tell them that here you got this degree in child and family studies. And I wanted to be a therapist. If I wasn't going to make it in Hollywood, I wanted to be a therapist. So I go and tell these little children, look at me. I'm ended up a comedian. It doesn't even matter what you have a degree in. It does not matter. And get a load of this. It's so much more about who you know, making connections with people, networking. And it is like, if you have to get out and get a job waiting tables until that, job in your degree comes up or whatever, you're going to meet people at that restaurant that you work with that are going to help you later on down the road. Everything leads to something else.